Hello, don't ask. Before I get into the actual gameplay, I am recording this on Christmas Day um, at an Ibis in Swansea during the adverts of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. And I have feelings about the ending that I got in V's Route, and I have to talk about them. First of all, I was absolutely anticipating a bad ending. I was not nice to Rika and I was not nice to Yusung, and I took that to mean that I was probably not gonna get the best ending anyway. And honestly, that's fine by me. My ultimate goal as the asexual lesbian that I am playing this game is not romance. I'm interested in the characters and I'm interested in the story. I would have much more fun getting a bad ending than, a nice lovey-dovey, especially since the first route I ever did was Yusong, and I was thinking, well, I'm not exactly attracted to any of you that I can actually romance anyway. So I'll just go with the gamer, and at least we can have fun playing games. And then he's immediately like, oh, I'm gonna go back to college and give up gaming. And it's like that you're giving up everything that drew me to you. What are you doing? So I know now that to have fun with this game I need to not get good endings. So it's not that I got a bad ending. I'm happy with having a bad ending. I'd prefer a bad ending. But this one just came out of nowhere. That I kind of feel like, well, what on earth was the point of investing 11 days of my time into that? Like, what on earth did I go through all of that for? Because, like, at least, if I'm going to get a bad ending, I think it should at the very least feel, like I should feel like I didn't do enough to get a good ending, or I should feel like the bad ending was earned. And it didn't feel like that, first of all. I mean, say for example, if I don't know what the endings are, but say for example, I know very often you could have given answers that started to get a bit possessive of me almost. And so if I kept giving those answers and I kept being like, oh, sod everyone else, just talk to me, kind of thing, don't leave me, then say the ending was that you ended up replacing Rika and now V is now you and V have an unhealthy relationship, that would make sense based on the answers that you gave. I can understand why that would happen. Or, for example, if you got on V's route, but then you kept talking about how amazing Ray is, and he still kept kept talking as if Mintai was actually brilliant, and you're on Rika's side, and then you got a bad ending, that would also make sense. But I don't understand what I did. At least I understand what I did to get a bad ending, but I don't understand what I did to draw V back to Rika. And second of all, it doesn't make sense given who their characters are. I mean, why on earth have the roles been reversed? Nothing has happened to make V all of a sudden become the toxic abusive person. There's nothing happened. It doesn't make any sense. His issues are that he is an enabler. He is too persistent. He doesn't know when to quit. He doesn't know when to say, you know what, I can't handle this. He should have handled things differently. He should have backed out, but he didn't. Those are his flaws. Rika's flaws are that she's actively abusive. So there's no reason for V to all of a sudden go back to Rika and for the roles to reverse. It doesn't make any sense given the gameplay that we had. So I think that was my issue with it. Not that it was a bad ending, and not even that that's the ending that it was, but the fact that nothing I did should have gotten to that. Anyway, I'm trying to get Ray's route now. I'm not bothering to record the first 4 days because it's basically, the same interactions. It depends on what you answer, and I don't want to have to go through that again. So I'm going to start recording on the 5th day. I'm following a tutorial to get onto his route, actually. I didn't do that, with V, but I'm doing it now. And wish me luck. I'm probably going to get a bad ending again because I'm probably going to have to be nicer to Rika than I'm prepared to be, but I'm sure it'll be interesting no matter what. Except for day 2. I'm apparently going to record day 2. I'm in a hotel and I'm alone and I'm bored and I paid actual hourglasses to unlock the entire bloody day, which I hope works like I think it does. So anyway, I've got to be quiet because I'm in a hotel and I just like to be courteous of other people. Anyway, so ignore what I just said. Like I said though, I am absolutely cheating. You know, I specifically want to get Ray's route, so I'm following a thing for this, but after I get on the route, it's going to be purely me, and I'm not going to cheat, I promise. So, it's past midnight. I see V dropped by. Where could he be now? He apparently wants us to understand, even if he can't visit the chat rooms. I think that's what he wants. Couldn't you at least tell us where you are? I'm sure he's inside the phone, lol. Well, we talk through our phones, so yes, we can find him in our phones. I think, like, to get on Ray's route, you have to just continuously insist that this is a game. But that will make me a living person inside a phone too. Good evening, it's late, but I see you two are still logged in. I hope you can hear me okay, I feel awful talking. So, welcome, Jaehee. Let's be nice to you. Welcome, Jaehee. Another all-nighter? Yes, it's normal for me. But aren't you going to sleep, Yusung? My sleep cycle has gone haywire these days. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure irregular sleep pattern would prove detrimental to your health. I think the same could be said of you. I don't think I've ever found you sleeping. I sleep 3 to 5 hours per day, it's usual. Don't tell me that's the case for everyone at Jumin's company. No, it hasn't been long since I started working. Mr. Han has entrusted me with an important role, so I'm simply working harder. I see. I think you haven't changed since you started working. It's been less than 2 years, I cannot allow myself to get lenient. A new employee is entrusted with the secretary position. I read that not as Yusung. I think that would be quite a pressure, lol. Okay, do you have... Yeah, okay, this makes sense. Do you have a hidden background story with you? You know, you're actually the CEO's daughter. Oh my god, can you imagine? Yeah, Ray likes it when you talk about it as if it's a game. Well then, that'll make her and Jumin siblings. I shall hear no more of that. I think you've watched too much drama. I grew up in an ordinary household. I was able to gain this position because Mr. Han gave a high evaluation of my qualifications. But why did Jumin make you his secretary all of a sudden? I actually asked the same question when I had just started working. So I wasn't the only one curious, lol. So what did he say? This is what he told me. It doesn't matter why I hired you. What you do after you're hired is important, so I'll decline sort of trivial chit-chat. Oh god. And my head doesn't store what isn't very important. That's what he said. I think I'll do roughly the same thing as I did last time and only record what's relevant. I don't know. I don't want to do an entire 2-hour long thing of day 2 and then not carry on, but I also don't want to have to record 3 and 4 considering I'm going to be busy. You know, with the funerals and everything, what with it being Christmas, obviously it's really hard to keep track of actually, because there's somebody's funeral and there's somebody else's ashes scattering, and they're different people from different parts of the family, and a memorial for another person, and it's 3 lots of family death things are happening right now, and it's so hard to keep track of. Hence me not wanting to be at home at Christmas, because, you know, that was brilliant. New Year's Eve, oh, by the way, another family member's died. It's like, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Wonderful time of the year. I'm having so much fun. I don't believe I have to actually say anything specific here. And I've forgotten what's happening. This might be off topic, but don't you think V hardly logs in nowadays? It seems he has to go abroad frequently. That can't be helped. So shouldn't he try to log in often, at least when he's in the country? How does this association work without V? Ray? I think... Oh, I hope I don't have to, question V and everything. What with it being Ray's route? I don't know. Do I have to, keep saying that I don't trust him or something? If we don't have party plans, we usually talk about one's daily lives. But now that's unusual. It's almost always quiet in here if we don't talk about parties. Well, I usually talk about school. Seven is always jumpy and tense. He's the only one so I don't lose his selfies. Anyway, now we're going to have parties again, and you joined us, Saf. We have a new member in a hacking issue, so I think you should log in more often. Yes, I hope so. And we should bring about a good environment instead of suspecting Saf, so that Saf can trust us too. I wish I could discuss a lot about parties in the RFA.
지치네요.
You're really enthusiastic, lol. I'm really enthusiastic about getting at least a decent ending. When I say not, what am I saying? When I want a good ending, I don't mean a good ending. I just mean an ending that feels earned, whether like well or not. If I've done bad things, I expect a bad ending. But if it's the one ending that bothers me. Anyway, we also wish we could share plenty of deep conversations about Yusuf. Is it just me or are we having a game of survey here? I think V is the one with the most secrets in the RFA, and he happens to be the head of the RFA. I don't think Will looks suspicious as Saf. I understand you, Yusung, but I believe that's partially because he has to hide a lot, since he's the representative of the RFA. Just why are there so many secrets? So why does he have so many secrets? Since he always tells us important things that we must know. But there are things that he didn't tell us. The things he didn't tell us. I mean, about Rika, that's... Why don't you investigate on your own? I want to know what happened too. I already tried, but there's no limit to the amount of info I can... But there is a limit to the info. If there was no limit, we wouldn't have a problem, would we? I already tried, but there's a limit to the amount of info I can get. Rika died when she was with V, but V is keeping his mouth shut. I can't help feeling that he hasn't told us the truth. He said nothing while he was under police investigation. That was part of the regular procedures. As far as I know, the police could look more into it, but it ended the way it ended because Jimin testified about something. Is that so? Yeah. When I asked, he told me that it's a secret between the two. Yeah, that I will admit, very suspicious. That can't get any more suspicious. Do you know by chance just what these two shared?
지치네요.
Am I like doing investigation work for Ray? Is that what's happening here? I'm not sure about that part either. I didn't hear Jimin testify in either, but I can guarantee one thing. As far as I know, Mr. Han is not the type of man to do something bad. Why did I sound like Mary Poppins then? Well, I agree, but I understand how you feel, but you should calm down. I'm just saying what I've always been thinking. We have Saf here at this moment, don't we? I'm so sorry I have to keep pausing and seeing what I'm meant to be saying. Oh, I can say anything. Did I do something? No, but rather, should Saf be unaware of this? You might be uncomfortable with this, but we still don't know much about Saf, do we? So shouldn't we refrain from talking private matters in the chat room? You're mean, I didn't do anything wrong. Yes, I'm aware of that, but it's always better safe than sorry. You guys are all weird. Regarding what? V is also hiding many things, so shouldn't we be wary of him as well? We know better than anyone else what kind of a man V is, don't we? Except for me, everyone used to know each other even before the RFA was founded. I don't think V is the man we used to know. It's getting late, so why don't you go and get some rest? Let's not go and rest together, no. You seem to be getting agitated a lot since yesterday. I could say anything, so... Yusung, you tend to lose your temper whenever V is related. Which I know, because you are a video game character. That's because he's telling us nothing about Rika. But he does tell us when the time comes, doesn't he? Would you look at this stuff? Nobody listens to me. Everyone listens to V only. So I keep finding myself repeating myself. Speaking of which, are you eating well? I feel like that's not the case. I did start feeling heavy since yesterday. And I keep thinking maybe Rika is heartbroken in heaven because nobody knows why she made such a choice. I think she was the most enthusiastic member regarding the RFA and fundraising parties. Yeah, she was. That's the Rika I know. Wouldn't you be heartbroken at the situation? At all suspecting and breaking apart from each other? What do you think? That doesn't mean you shouldn't be suspicious at all. Oh, I feel so weird doing this role. I kind of like it. I feel like a secret agent. You're right, but I don't think this is something that can be solved by a couple of words. For now, we have a party scheduled, so we should be a bit more macroscopic. You're right. You are right. If we hate each other, Rika would be sad. She hated conflict. I agree. I'm not sure if this reminder would offer you some condolences, but I remember that Rika was a person who can see through people, and she had chosen V. If you can't trust V, why don't you trust Rika's choice? That's true. She did. She did choose him. That's right. If you can't trust V, trust her. Yeah, that's right. You're right. I think I'm going to go wash my face with cold water. That's a good idea. Jae-hee, yes. Thanks for your concerns. I've only done what I should do as an RFA member. But still, I'll get going now. Good night, Yusung. Yusung has left the chat room. I hope he can shed off his suspicion. You must be a grand master in handling, Yusung. Confused emoji? That's a compliment, isn't it? I simply gave him my opinion, since it sounded like he was tremendously emotionally unstable. He was terribly heartbroken after Rika left. I feel bad myself watching him. They're cousins, and Rika treated Yusung like her own brother. Yusung used to be so bright and cheerful when Rika was alive, but he repeats the same suspicion regarding V. Don't you suspect V, Jae-hee? I think I'm supposed to get you to? I can't say I have no suspicion regarding him whatsoever, but Mr. Han told me to trust V, and I will. I might sound cruel, but it is no good for the people left behind to remain in the shadows of death for long. So each person should mourn as much as they want in their own way and be persistent and continue living on. Yeah, that's such a thing to hear when I'm hiding from home on Christmas Day because I don't want to have to face all of the family deaths that's happened. Yeah, there is no good for the people left behind to remain in the shadows of death. Moving on. You can't tell people to do something about their sorrow, can you? That ever happened to you? I don't know. Yes, I too. No, wait. Let's drop this conversation here. I've been talking too much. I should get going now. I should go to sleep too. I'm not going to, but I probably should. Good idea. It's not good for you to stay up late. I hope our questions regarding you can be answered quickly and bring about everyone's trust. Then we'll be able to prepare the parties much more enthusiastically. Now I will head to bed. Have a good night. You too, Jae-hee. Was this a waste of hourglasses, actually? Because I don't know if I can get through this entire thing and also do all the other stuff I want to do tonight at this time after having had so much Pernod. Okay, no, I can do it. Go on, we can do it together. And I mean it. You listening like right now. You have to guide me. Okay, if I get this wrong, it's your fault. You're here, Saf. Why are you up at this hour? Flawless reading, flawless acting. I could ask you the same. The moon is so bright tonight, so I didn't feel like missing it. I'm speaking way too high to be Jumin. Have you heard of this term? I'm going to continue doing it anyway. I have a relatively low voice. I don't know what's wrong with me. The moon is so bright tonight, so I didn't feel like missing it. Have you heard of this term called information superiority? It means collecting sufficient amount of information for the ally while limiting the flow of information for the enemies. Interesting. So they're saying that I'm currently holding information superiority. This is so much fun. Why didn't I do this from the start? I don't want to be nice to people. Oh my god. That's what got me the crappy ending in the first place. My inability to be nice to people. If there's one thing I'm not, it's nice to people. Yes, you're right. You're the one who has the upper hand in this situation. I'm struggling to get it back. I do not like making deals during such disadvantageous situations. I'm so sorry. I've had drinks tonight. I'm sorry. But this is the kind of situation in which such a case is inevitable. I hope that this situation will turn the other way around soon. I hope everyone would keep in mind that, for now, the staff could see all the chat logs going on in this app. That includes me, the rest of you, and Saf. I won't forget that I can see this chat room, don't worry, Jumin. I'll keep that in mind. What was that? Oh, thank God it was just the radiator. Oh, that was scary. Oh, I don't like being in hotel rooms by myself, especially since I'm on the ground floor. I hate it. Where am I? Don't forget that you can even read the logs that you didn't participate in the chatting for. This is very much still a tutorial. Jumin, thank you. In addition, denying V could shatter the RFA. He's our representative. I understand your situation, Newsong, but I'd appreciate it if you could restrain yourself. I visit the chat room in an early morning and I find such an emotional chat. What's so bad about questioning, though? I don't think we should blindly trust people. That is definitely the radiator, isn't it? Oh my God. I don't like noises. It's fine. I'm saying that in order to pose questions. You shouldn't let yourself be possessed by enemies. I hope you would question based on the logics and facts. I'm saying that don't act like some extras from detective novels that make emotional and rash conclusions based on what you can immediately find in the situation. Oh, which reminds me, Jaehee is helping the research on Saf. Luciel and Jaehee are doing secret and open research, respectively, about Saf, but I'm surprised it's taking so long with 707's research. It's much longer than we expected. Had it ever taken him this long for him to complete his research? He normally finished background checks on party guests in mere minutes, so maybe it's only natural that there's a good chance that Saf is no ordinary person. Ooh, busted! Actually come from another dimension. A 3D one, in fact. If that's really true, then we are perceiving a living being from another dimension. From another dimension, huh? That's fascinating. I should look for a book on it. I've recently read a book called Unknown Dark Magic, and it talked about magic that allows transformation into a completely different person. Invite the author to the party. It also talked about a case in which... Am I speaking more posh than usual? I don't know. Anyway, it also talked about a case in which the user completely changed his appearance and covered up what he'd done. I'm sure that spell was... that. Wait, no. Espresso and cafe all delicious. I love caffeine. No, wait, that's for getting rid of sleep. Oh, here it is. Hit Sol, hit Daejun, hit Daegu, hit Busan, hit it. Jimin. I think that's a spell for teleporting, not shapeshifting. Is that so? My book told me that it's for changing appearance. Do they differ by books? Then whose book is the correct one? I should look into it later on. And whoever you ask, invite him to the party. Anyhow, Saf, did you laugh by any chance? Thee who laughs at this spell is no ordinary soul. That's what the warning says. For your information, I did laugh. You laughed! Jimin laughed! That's so precious. I'd like to try this on Jaehee tomorrow. I wonder what her response would be. Cheer up, Jaehee. That's one elegant sense of humour you have, Jimin. You understand my sense of humour. I should revise my evaluation on you, Saf, for about 0.36%. I was thinking that perhaps this could be the magic that Saf used if it does. Cute. Cute. I think that will suit Elizabeth III better than me. I take it as a compliment. Anyhow, I'm serious. Actually, aside from dark magic, there's a realistic method to turn into another person. Drink until you pass out, for example. But of course, that usually does not have a happy ending. So what's important is a limit, no more, no less. Just the right amount of wine actually helps you to prevent cardiovascular disease. Is that true? So you can say that this glass of wine I'm enjoying right now is for my health. The point is this. Let's chat about what suits the values of the RFA. I vote for chat on the RFA. Although I did first suggest talk about the RFA. I'm also starting to think that would be just another way to add to your information superiority, Saf. Well, you shouldn't have said so then, Jimin. I wish Yusung wouldn't be so agitated. Everything has a right time, whether it's wine or person. Everyone naturally gives a peek of who he, she is. Or they. Is a lot easier to say. Everyone naturally gives a peek of who they are. if you learn for yourself what kind of person they are. That goes for Saf too. The relationship between Saf and Vika. There's no relationship between me and Vika. I think nothing of her. The reason why Saf joined the RFA. All questions will be answered when the time comes. Jimin, you're still awake. Was that spell for summoning V instead of shape-shifting by any chance? Spell? You should read the chat's log things, V. I hope you'd remember that humans are born to lose the essence of things when they lose their calm. V, I didn't expect you to log in at this hour. Your words are kind of gibberish right now, Jimin. You're drunk, lol. No. You're drunk, Jimin. No, I'm not. Can you tell the time? Yeah, sure, go on then, tell the time. Alright, time. I'm not drunk. Okay, if that's what you think. I feel even more lonely now that the sun is gone. So I was looking for someone to talk to. That's so very like you. Are you fine with me as your chatting partner? You're like best friends, of course you will be. It'd be my honour to talk to my precious friend and our new member. Do you mean I didn't know you were new? It's been so long since I chatted with you while sipping wine. It would have been better if we could meet in person and share this wine, but unfortunately there's a pandemic on. What wine are you drinking? It's that wine. One that you gave me a year ago. Oh, is it cold? Of course, it's white wine. One of your best selections. Oh, I wish I could get a glass of wine too. Actually, don't. Please not give me any more drinks. I'm such a lightweight. You must like wines too, Saf. I wonder what kind of wine your flavour is. You favour, rather. I wonder what kind of wine you favour. I'd be able to give you recommendations if I know what you like. You can count on Jimin's recommendations. He's always so accurate. You tend to enjoy a variety of types, but your recommendations tend to suit my taste. I can rarely find someone who understands my taste as much as you do. I miss those days when we used to share wine and talk about our tastes. Yes, so do I. I think it's been quite long since we had wine together. If I remember correctly, we had our last glass of wine a year and 3 months ago, wishing success for your photography exhibition. Did we? My memories are cloudy. Of course they're cloudy. You drank so much, which is a rare occasion. You were drunk, but you told me that Rika would be worried, and he took the cab back home. But I'm guessing you managed to get back home safe. Your homing instinct is a treasure. It's a relief that instinct remains vivid, although your memories fail you. Not so much, because like my memory is terrible, and I have genuinely gotten lost around the streets that I live. I remember going out years ago, back when I physically could. Went out to the nearest town of my tiny little village that is currently it's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee soon, and there's a thing where you can apply to win the title of city. And my tiny little ex-mining town, tiny little farming area has applied, and that's so funny. But yeah, what was the point of the story? Why am I talking about this? Yeah, I've been there. I've lived here all my life. Been there so many times. Got there, could not remember where the bus stops were. Memory. Where am I? Don't you remember telling me the same thing the day after we drank? You said that Rika would be worried. That sounds very much like me. Yes, my memory's better than yours. It always was. Yes, there was even one occasion when I felt so relieved because you remembered everything. So that must be why you left your camera at my place that day. Because you would definitely send someone next day to deliver it to me. Was that on purpose? Maybe I shouldn't have returned it to you. Maybe he left it as an excuse to come back. That's what people do, isn't it? They leave things so they can meet up again and be like, oh, how silly of me. Totally didn't leave my jacket on purpose. Come on, but Jimin, you sound drunk. Are you alright? You're not answering. Jimin? Perhaps he's sleeping while chatting. No way. There's no way that will happen to Jimin. I heard that Jimin has a spot set for his phone before he falls asleep. Maybe he's busy because of something else. V. Yes, he's awake or he's sleep talking. Yusung says that you've changed, but I think that you're the same person I know. Oh, he is definitely drunk. He's like an emotional drunk. You still try to take care of everything by yourself, and you remain calm in whatever situation. You did when you were a child, and you still do. You haven't changed. Is that so? And I still don't remember very well regarding our friendship. That's a bit embarrassing. Don't you think your memories are too detailed, Jimin? Almost like an AI. You're right, Saf. It's not that my memories are bad. It's just that Jimin's memories are monstrous. There's no use in trying to flatter me. You can't get away from this conversation. Do you remember when we first met? When we first met? You mean when I was taking a picture after doodling on the wall? No. Your memories really are horrible. Oh, that must be a little less than 6 months since we first met. Do I remember when I first met my friends? Genuinely, I have no clue. I think we've just... I don't know. That's so strange. I mean, it's not because my memory is terrible, but just how did I meet the people that I regularly talk to? It's really strange. It's kind of just you see somebody online and you interact, and then suddenly time goes on and like friends. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Correct. Sorry. I just remembered. You crashed into the wall outside my house with your toy car. Yes, that's it. I remember. Little Jimin Han, the I know no such thing as sloppiness boy. I know no such thing as sloppiness boy, lol. Yeah, it looks like I have to avoid asking V about personal things. I think it's more that I can't risk getting V hearts, you know. That term would have popped into your mind if you were there, Saf. I appreciate it if you don't force your idea into her. That toy car was made in Germany. A gift from my father, perfectly made with even an airbag. Now I remember. I miss those days, and you haven't changed at all since your childhood. I was playing at home, and when I heard a crash, I found you outside. Your car was totally crushed after crashing into the wall, but you didn't even bat an eye. I remember very gently and calmly calling the insurance company. Yeah, you got out of the car and took your cell phone, wearing the same smooth face I know, and asked for the typical range of compensation for crashing into the neighbour's wall. Oh, who took that photo? Oh, V would have taken that photo. That is so cute. Oh my god. Oh, bless. Doesn't look like the car was all that crushed though. Oh dear, it's been ages since I last saw this picture. You two? Where's the second person? So you two first met when you were really young? It says, I'm sure it just said that you two looked the same. I'm sure there's only what am I missing? Probably read it wrong knowing me. Yes. It probably didn't even say anything about how they looked. Where am I? Yeah, hello. This was even before I started going to school, right? Yes, it was when we were in preschool. No way is that preschool age. No way are you in preschool then. Come on. It's the one you took back then. It's also a gift that you gave me in celebration of earning a new friend. Yeah, that's right. You asked me to be your friend instead of compensation. Yes, I remember saying that. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, so what did you tell him? Oh, I remember what you said. What did I say? You said that we should sign a contract. That's right, and I still keep my contract. My goodness, you never fail me, Jimin. The treasure box of my memories. That is such a cute thing to say to somebody. Oh, I really love their friendship. The treasure box of my memories. No. This is really nothing. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember. So you've been keeping this picture on your phone? In accordance with the digital era, I even made triple backup files. I miss those days. I can't believe it's been more than 20 years. Compared to those days, now we're way too big. I feel so nostalgic for these two. V. Yes, you're right. Nothing has really changed. And I'm sure nothing will change after 20 years too. You're drunk. You're definitely drunk. So, this is Jimin's drunken habit. He just gets very emotional. He is no different from the usual, so normally you can't even realise that he's drunk. I must admit I'm feeling a little drunk. By the time you admit it, you're usually worn out from alcohol. I've read from the Dictionary of Modern Language that you describe drunk as wasted, but why waste? Just what common characteristic is there between being drunk and a waste material? Anyhow, I can still chat. Jimin tends to turn a bit sentimental than usual when he's drunk. Do you have a problem with that? No. I'm so glad I have a friend called Jimin Han. I'm an Excellence as a friend too. That's right. Excellence is your last name. You always were excellent since childhood. You don't have to tell me what I already know. I believe we had enough talk. It's getting late. Why don't you go to bed now? I should, but shouldn't you be the one going to bed? You have work tomorrow. Not to mention you sound really drunk. I think both of you should go to bed. No, you have work tomorrow, but you're not sleeping yet. See, even Saf's worried. There's no need for your concern. I'd have no problem tomorrow, even if I slept at this hour. That's because you always rise at your regular time, even if you sleep late. But that doesn't change the fact that it's not good for you. I completely swapped voices then. But that doesn't change the fact that it's not good for you. You're telling me what I'd like to tell you, and you shouldn't stay awake too late to go to bed. I'm not listening to a drunk man. If you say so. Tonight I'll leave first. Good night, Jimin. I hope you get to bed too, Saf. Don't stay up too late. That goes for you too, V. Yes, got it. Good night, Jimin. I wish both of you good night. My memories are coming up. Is it because we talked about our childhood? I remember having a sleepover at Jimin's place when it got too late after playing for hours. And Jimin came over to my place too. That's when we were really young, even before we started going to school. We used to talk hours through the night like tonight. And when one of us got tired and fell asleep, the other one would follow suit. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. You do share a whole lot of memories. Yes, they're just countless. He's the friend I've spent most of my life with. I might not remember all, but he'll probably remember everything. We used to spend time together until the moon rose, when our nannies came to pick us up. That was the saddest moment for the day. Perfect timing. The clouds just shrouded the moon outside. I feel like I owe Jimin all the time. I should pay him back, but my debt just keeps multiplying. Oh, it's okay to depend on your friends, though. I mean, like, not overly so. I mean, yeah, but okay, no, I'm too. I'm not sober enough to have this conversation. Friendship should be a two-way street, is what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm supposed to say, looks like Jimin trusts you a lot. Yes, he's such a good friend. The kind of friend I don't really deserve. I must think of what I can do for Jimin and the rest of the RFA. I still have lots to learn, but I am the head of the RFA. I want to protect all members of the RFA as best I can. Do you think there really is something you can do in this situation? I'll keep looking at what I can do, and I'll do anything I can to help. It's getting late. I think I'll go to bed now. Shouldn't you head to bed too? Yes. I really should. I'll try to keep this advice. I see. It's getting late. You should rest now. I enjoyed our chat today. Let's chat again. Now, please excuse me. Oh my goodness, V has entered the chat room. Let's have a conversation with Totally V. Are you Ray by any chance? Ray? Don't you see my username correctly? That Ray must be your friend. He has a peculiar name. Now that I'm curious about you, I'd like to know what kind of person this Ray is, and what you think about him. Saf, you got to chat with the RFA members yesterday. I think now you get a rough sense of what kind of people they are and what they talk about. What do you think about them? Aren't they all so nice? Aren't they all so stupidly naive? They keep suspecting me all the time, and it's tiring and frustrating, and it is, though. We've spoken before, guys. They're stupid, so they can't help it. They can think of only one thing and harbour only one suspicion. It's all because they're idiots. So I hope you'll be kind to them, and I hope you can lead the RFA until the parties are held. Mind if I give you a word of advice? Don't trust us too much. Trust isn't always a good thing. Often you'll find blindness in guise of trust. I can't remember if I said this last time or not, but that's such a mean thing to say. Let's look at this. Whether I blind them or not, whether I shut their mouths, everything is settled with a single effect called friendship. Oh, the RFA. Are there any other friends handier than them? They mean so much to me. They're such useful friends to me, including you. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm curious what you've got more to say, so let's continue. Curiosity is always welcome. It's important to ask questions about everything and suspect in more ways than one. You should ask a question or two about what kind of association your RFA really is. Ta-da! Surprised? I mean, the first thing I said in the chat room is, Ray, is that you? I already know who you are. I recognise you. I see. Did my acting suck? No, I just know you. But figures, you can hardly find any similarity between that hypocrite and me. It was kind of hard trying to act nice. Oh, I am nice, I am. I'm saying that it was hard to act like a bad person acting badly. You do seem to possess sharp eyes. Nice judgment you have there. But I'm actually a bit happy that you recognised me. It means that you felt me during the conversation, you know. I wanted to show you that I can even do this. Of course, I'm not going to butt in while you're talking with the AI, so no worries. Anyway, good morning. Did you sleep well last night? I've totally slept, yeah, I absolutely have. I slept very well. I think I like my new room. Oh no, this is really unsettling actually, because I am indeed in a hotel room right now. With noises happening. I slept very well. I think I like my new room. Did you have a good rest last night? I genuinely care about you. Actually, I didn't really sleep well last night. I was worried whether you'd be enjoying my game. But I'm glad that you slept well. And I'm glad that you like your room. I was worried you'll feel trapped in there. Actually, I made brunch for you. It turned out so nice, so I wanted to give you a sneak peek. I wish you'd enjoy it. Oh, thank you, Ray. You're so good at cooking. That does genuinely look lovely. I think the plan tomorrow is a continental breakfast. Croissants and orange juice. That's what happened last time. I mean, like, you know, there was more, but there also wasn't a pandemic happening. So, anyway, really, thanks for the compliment. I had to feed myself since I was very young, so I'm used to handling fire. That's still so sad. I'm sure I commented on that last time, but that's still so sad. Actually, this is the first time I made something wishing my guests would enjoy it. I hope you'll enjoy it to the last bit. I'll deliver it to you myself, so I hope you look forward to it. I'm going to see you soon, but I wanted to talk to you as soon as I can. So I couldn't resist dropping by. I'm trying to give you time to yourself as much as possible, since I don't want to interrupt your gameplay. Interrupt me as much as you want, Ray, it's okay. But honestly, I want to know how you find this game so far. Do you like it? I'm so excited. I think I'll have much more fun discovering all the secrets. This is exactly what you want me to do, I'm sure. Oh right, you hit the nail on the head. That is the beauty of this game. You know exactly what you have to do. You can just carry on with your ideas. Do you notice by any chance that AI called V is hiding something? Perhaps he's trying to hide it because he's still wary of you. But he'll tell you what he's hiding once his love meter increases and he opens up to you. He might whisper to you what the RFA has been hiding. Discovering what secret that others were panting after is definitely a special thing, I'd say. Don't you want to know what those secrets will eventually lead to? Take a look at V. Take a good look and ask him several questions. He's the one who holds the majority of information within the RFA, but he definitely has a secret. One he will tell you once he opens up to you. I added thrill elements here and there within the game. Oh, they're really AIs, right? They feel so real. It's an honour that you think they're real. But no matter how well made they are no match for real people. I'm sure you already know that even though you're having fun with those AIs, you belong in this world where I am. You're not at the world beyond the phone screen. You're in the same world as I am, don't forget that. Soph, you have no idea what I've gone through for this moment. Not that you have to know that. I just want you to enjoy the stage I poured my soul into. Oh, stop overthinking things, Ray. You can compliment things and not worry. It's okay. I think you're a really warm-hearted man, Ray. Let me scroll. Really? Nobody ever told me that. My guardians used to scold me a lot when I was young. I cried every day and scolding was routine. Everyone would condemn and blame me. Thank you for saying that. I want to be a warm-hearted man to you, always. I wish I could do that forever. Oh no. I wanted to talk to you some more, but I have tons of work to do. Once I fetch you your meal, I have to be stuck in the development room all day long. Again. There's this person I'm preparing a surprise gift for. Who's that? Who is it? A man who needs a bit of a shocker, should I say. A shocker, like, eee! There's this guy that needs a bit of a scare. No, actually, it may look like a scare, but perhaps it's really close to diversion. Oh, are you sending pictures by any chance, Ray? Anyway, I can't tell you who it is, but there is this guy who needs that. I can't take this anymore. I miss you even now that I'm chatting with you. Above all, I want to make you a nice warm breakfast. I'll find you before your brunch gets cold. I'll be waiting. Yeah, I hope you like it. There's no time to type this. I'll be on my way. So just give me a moment. Absolutely. Take your time. Yay.
좋아.
The administrator is here. Perfect timing. I was about to report a bug. No, would he be upset if I, said that? Because it's not really a game, is it? I don't know what I'm talking about. Perfect timing. I was about to report a bug.
뭘 준비했어?
Wow, you're really into it, aren't you? But let's put the talk aside. Oh my god. But let's put this talk aside for a bit. I dropped by to chat with you. Do you enjoy your chats with the AIs I built? Did you enjoy your lunch? I want to know what you're doing right now. I want to pay you a visit, but I couldn't. I've been stuck in the development room all this time. Did you at least have lunch, Ray? Let me be the lunch person for once. Not yet. I was too busy. No one has ever asked me if I've had lunch. I feel happy. I hope that, part of Ray's route is him understanding what it's actually like to be cared for and not whatever on earth his week is doing to him. You should really eat then, if you don't mind, Ray. I'd feel a lot better if you ate. You know, you can clearly cook very well, but just take care of yourself, you know? I feel like I was saying the same stuff to V, but he didn't listen, so let me try with you. Yes, got it, thanks. To be honest, I'm working on things other than app development in this building. I'm doing this and that, a lot of things, so I'm always busy. I want to take greater care of you, but I can't. Sorry about that. Oh, you must be really talented.
뭘 준비했어?
That's right. I have a lot of things to do at this place. At this place, I can prove myself competent and worthy. I'm happy that you realise that. Your words make me happier than anyone else's did. I should take a screenshot of what you said. I'm going to set it as my background image. Oh, right. Don't you feel bored inside your room all day? You haven't been outside yet, have you? There's this beautiful garden out there. Oh, that's such a lovely picture. I took this picture a few days before you came. I wish we could take a walk in there one day. That's right, why not have tea time with just the two of us? Have ice cream when it's hot, and have a nice cup of tea when it's cold. Oh, that sounds absolutely wonderful, Ray. Yeah, I'll prepare your favourite snack. It's dorayaki. My favourite snack is dorayaki. Just know that. I hope we get to find some time to spend an afternoon together. I want to tell you what my favourite ice cream flavour is, though that might not be a necessary info for you. And if it's okay with you, I want to know what your favourite flavour is. Thanks for staying here for me today as well. I hope you won't leave until the parties are held. I want to make a lot of memories here with you. Oh, I didn't interrupt you talking to those AIs, did I? No, I like you more than those AIs. Thanks for the hourglass, I need them. Really, you mean it? I'm actually scared. What if I lose you to those AIs? I'm glad that you think so. I do like you more than those AIs. Those AIs in the game are important, but to me, our relationship is just as important. We met yesterday, Ray. And whether you're happy is important. You're my precious tester, one who believed in me. Only very few people ever believed in me in this world, but no one ever trusted all my words wholeheartedly. You know, I want to talk. I want to know what you talk about with those AIs. So I keep finding myself surfing through the logs. Are they keeping you entertained? I hope you don't get bored with this game. They have small bugs. I'm worried they might make you bored or hurt you. In Ray's Boot, do I find out that they're actually real, and do I at the same time? That's interesting. I can't remember the days of these happening. Anyway, where am I? I'm worried that it might make you bored or hurt you. I'm afraid you might lose your interest in this game and leave. I don't want that to happen. I'm not bored. I get to talk to you from time to time. And that is just the best part of my day. I'm so happy. Actually, the happiest time of my day is when I talk to you. I like seeing you in the messenger, but I like seeing you even more in person. Yeah, that's right. That redhead AI started bombarding you with a bunch of whatever that means, didn't he? Saying God or whatever. That's actually a bug. V also lies a lot because of a bug. Others have small bugs as well. Well, those two are the worst. They keep talking rubbish because of their bugs. Why is this game so full of bugs? Oh, sorry. Those AI still need more work. I'll get them fixed ASAP, but don't worry. Once the testing is over, there's no need for them anymore. The world isn't real anyway, is it? You can make anything in the virtual world. A genius hacker, a CEO in line, and I'm the one who creates those AIs. I can make I can make a person rich or poor just with a single word. You know that I'm much greater than that redhead, right? Of course. You're much more amazing than him. I knew you'd know that. That's amazing. That's right. I'm more amazing than him. I need you to acknowledge that. Once you discover their secrets, your emptiness will be gone. So will mine. Oh, I've got to go. I have a meeting with an important guest. A meeting? It's kind of a progress report about what I do and what I need to do here. Sorry I can't give you details on this app, but one day you'll get to meet my guest too. But I miss you as I'm saying goodbye. But I've got to finish this task first. I'll call you again as soon as I'm done. Oh, good luck on your work, Ray. Yeah, good luck on your test too. I hope you'll enjoy the next chapter as well. Have a wonderful day now. Goodbye. Bye. Oh, I am definitely getting so unnerved by all the noises. I'm also feeling really sick now, so I just kind of skipped to this one and then I'm leaving it. Oh, Saf, you're here. I went to your room just a while ago and you weren't there. Where have you been? I was sightseeing in the other room. I thought I could take a break. Whew. I see. You're free to walk at any room in that floor. You can rest in other rooms if you feel like you need a change in scenery. Well, it's a shame that we keep missing each other, but your comfort is my number one priority. Sorry I can't let you out of that floor yet. Please give me some more time until your safety is secured. I don't know if you realise, but I left some flowers in your bed for you. They're beautiful, thank you so much, Ray. Not at all. Actually, I wanted to spend more time with you, but I can't. This is my apology. I didn't know what flowers you like, so I kept celebrating. I'm glad you like them. I never gave flowers as a gift. If you like flowers, next time I'll give even bigger and prettier flowers. I wish I could give them to you in person. I'll try rescheduling so that I can visit you more often. I analysed the logs from the AIs today and I noticed some significant shift in their behaviours. We decided to host parties, you know. It means you're leading the game in the right direction, because holding parties is one of the main goals of the game. Now we're getting started. I think those guys are not very suspicious of me now. I think this will get even better. You're right, it's getting better. So just keep up with your gameplay. You'll find yourself met with the best ending if you keep up. The beauty of this game is the party, so the key is how you hold parties. Oh, I'll drop it here, otherwise I'll spoil the game for you. I wonder if you got lots of party emails. You can get more tomorrow, so good luck. I wish you'd invite a lot of entertaining guests. I think it'd be fun if there were a variety of guests. Though it's a party in a game, I want to get an invitation too. I can bring a surprise drink for everyone to enjoy. Oh, I don't trust this surprise drink. And if I get to go, I wish to go as a couple with you because you're mine, but then I would interrupt your pursuit of a character, right? I do wish you were my partner. Really? You mean it? I'm so happy. That's right, you're a person just like me, a real person. So they're on my side, you're on my side, not theirs. That's right, they're virtual characters, so don't get attached to them. They'll be reset once the party is over anyway. I'm really glad that you're testing this game. I'm sure I'm saying this a lot, but I'd like you to know that it's because I'm so glad. I can see how happy you are, and your happiness makes me happy. I think you're a very special person. You always want to tell me what I want to hear, like you're hacking my mind. But my arms are always open for hacking like this. You're free to wreck my head as long as I hear your compliments. I feel somewhat comfortable deep inside when I'm talking to you. I've never felt like this before. You'll stay here together too, right? This place will be more fun than your home. Yeah, I want to stay here with you. That'll be fun. I hope you stay forever. I'm sure it's frustrating that you can't go out, but I'll try to fix that ASAP. I wish you'd stay here and help me. There's no one else who can help me. You're the only one. If you're bothered that your house will be left empty too long, could you stay at least until you hold the party? You've got to end the game you finished, don't you think? And you must be curious with who you'll turn out as a couple. I want to be close with you, Ray. Me? In that case, you shall stay here. If you decide to pursue me, you'll have to stay with me even after the game is over. Is that okay with you? Think about it. There's plenty of time. No, actually, I don't want you to think about it. I hope you won't change my mind. I remember that I told you I'll be seeing someone important today. I didn't talk about you yet, but I will soon. I'm going to Lake outside too. Oh, it's nothing weird, so don't worry. I didn't bring you in here. I didn't bring you here in secret, because civilians can enter this place as well. Although getting out of here could be a bit tricky. I'm the one who brought you here, so you're under my administration. The legal pyramid scheme. I'm counting on you, please take care of it fast. I can't explain this feeling when someone trusts me. How should I put this? I feel this strong urge that I should do it quick, do it well. It's odd, but it's not bad. You can count on me, Saf. I'll do my best, since you trust me. Oh, I have to go now. The server seems unstable all of a sudden. Damn. We didn't chat much. You're leaving already? I wanted to chat with you some more too. It's too bad. Well, someone could attack the server. It'd be bad if someone attacks the server while you're playing. I should set the firewall again. Let's chat again. Next time I want to chat with you face to face. Bye. Oh, I absolutely most definitely need to go to sleep now. Bye-bye, Ray. Bye-bye, yeah, in general. End of the video, bye.